Hey guys, it's Julie here. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well. So I wanted to talk about this phenomenon of black people regarding any and every representation or appreciation of black hair by non-black people as something negative or as something to be triggered by or afraid of. It's kind of like the syndrome of the former bullied kid who walks into a room and expects everyone to laugh even though they have had a glow up and look much different from how they did at 14. It's not so much as a physical issue but a mental one. I know that hair discrimination still exists when it comes to natural African textured hair, but I also like to think that all these years of advocating and educating and exposure and all of that has made some difference, even if it's not that big, right? And let's keep it real. The main haters of hair that looks like this are people that look like this. Black people are the main critics and judges of whose hair looks too nappy and whose hair is not done and whose hair isn't on trend. We all know this. And my response to all the noise and rubbish around the non-acceptance of natural hair is to continue to wear your hair. Because there's also positive. I have to keep it real. I personally don't remember the last time I heard anything bad being said about my hair, the way my hair looked, whatever. It's mostly awe and positive comments and admiration that I get, even when it was shorter. And the thing is, the positivity has to start from within. You can't hate your hair and go out in the world and say, yeah, if people hate it, then I'll hate it too. And if they like it, then maybe I'll start liking it, you know. You have to build a foundation and it starts from self. Now, the thing about not having a good foundation for how you view yourself is that you regard every positive interaction with negativity. Like the kid who spends most of his adolescence being made fun of for being awkward. When you finally outgrow that, it may still linger. Receiving compliments may be hard, or even trusting that somebody really likes you may be hard. I say all this to say, healing is not majorly external. It starts from within. The reason I'm talking about this is because of this pattern that I've noticed over time where it seems like no one is allowed to like kinky hair. Not the people who have it, not other people who don't have it, just it's off limits. You know, there was this picture on Twitter or X, whatever it's called these days. I hate when they randomly rename things like that came to my attention that I found interesting because I've noticed that it's a recurring pattern. So the picture is of this Latin singer, I believe her name is Rosalia, posted with her hair like this. Let me tell you, the way I saw people react to this picture made me a little bewildered. As you can see, the woman in this photo is not black, but her hair is. I mean, it's kinky. It appears really textured. Now, disclaimer, I read somewhere that this was also AI picture. So it's not even a real picture that exists of a real person. But I found how black people took this picture, how black people reacted to this picture to be interesting. Someone quoted with that texture crying emoji. This person is black themselves, ironically. And in the comments, it's mostly black women being upset and bashing her. I'll read some of the comments to you and tell you my thoughts. Someone said, I'm fully convinced that these artists do this type of things for the reaction and marketing of it because they know we are going to react every single time. It's pure laziness at this point, very predictable. Another person said, I'm so tired. Another person said, she is so weird. Another person said, this is not her hair texture, she is so weird. Rosalia, you have 2C curls at best. How is you cool? Somebody said, why would she get these nappy ass extensions? Some people posted this video mocking the situation, and ironically, I have to say, it's a video that mocks black women's ridiculous obsession with forcing their natural texture to blend in with a whole different texture.
So you can't have that when the edges is in Africa and the back is in China. Them continents don't meet, huh? You gonna get you some hair that blend in.
I think people lack self-awareness. Okay, so my first thing I would like to say is that it's ironic how black women immediately clock it as weird when they see a non-black woman wearing hair that don't match her real texture. But when you click on their profiles, it's all Peruvian hair and Brazilian hairs and Indian hair and all of that. Nothing showcasing their own textures. It's like, it's weird to you of all people. Seriously? The call is coming from inside the house. The next point is that I feel like it's a bit regressive to disallow people from wearing wigs or extensions or whatever hair pieces they want to that looks like our hair textures because you feel offended and find it weird. You haven't had a one-on-one session with your own natural hair since you turned 16 at most, and you've stayed under the wigs without coming up for air. Many of the people that find it weird, I think they are just scared to see textured hair in general because their own hair terrifies them. I mean, think about it. When you spend most of your life running away from what your hair looks like, speaking negativity onto your hair, telling other black women that their hair isn't good enough, when you see acceptance from other people that don't look like you, you'll be terrified. Like I said, it's the former bullied kid syndrome because many of these women translate non-black people genuinely appreciating or liking black hair or features as weird, suspicious, sinister, or disrespectful. Guys, this white person just said my hair looks pretty and it's not even done. I need to get a new wig install. Yeah, this is a genuine tweet that I've seen floating around with lots of interaction. When somebody else compliments your hair, some black women quickly translate it as, oh wow, I need to go and get my hair done. A white person just told me my hair looks good. And the whole time, it's their natural hair texture that the white person is complimenting. Do you see how weird that is? Do you see the disconnect? Guys, this person just told me they like how my hair looks naturally. Isn't that suspicious? Isn't that weird? Isn't that strange? Shouldn't I be worried? Oh look, she's wearing a 4C wig even though she's not black. Isn't that sinister and odd? Guys, isn't there something dark and unsettling about this? Doesn't it send chills down your spine? Whole time you're wearing a 613 40 inches HD lace bust down. The chills down your spine is from the ghost of the former owner of the hair caressing your back. Okay? She can't possibly be wearing type 4 texture. This is so triggering for us black women who don't even wear or like our own hair. She's literally the reason why I don't wear my hair out and uninvited my childhood friend from my wedding because she was going to ruin the aesthetic with her natural hair. Did you guys see what they're doing? This is harmful. Why is she wearing type 4 hair? It's dark and sinister and weird and suspicious, right? Am I right? My last video was about those bust down bandits that were bullying the teenager who decided to wear her natural hair to prom. It's majorly people like this who blame everyone else for being the reason they don't like their hair that find it absurd when somebody genuinely likes the same hair they hate. Another reason I think black women react like this is because they low-key see this as a dig. For them, it's pure mockery because it's like a billionaire getting down from his Tesla, wearing designer, and then going to sit with the homeless people on the street side, begging for alms just so he can relate to what it's like to be poor. In the wig warrior's mind, because that's what having a wig warrior mentality will do to you, they see themselves as inferior. So for her to lower herself to the standard of wearing, like someone called this, nappy-ass extensions, they feel like it's mockery. It's like torture. She's torturing them with the things they want but can't have. That's what it is in their minds. Oh, she's wearing kinky hair even though she has straight hair. How dare she mock us? She knows she has it good. Why would she try to gaslight us like this? Imagine you spend all your life fighting tooth and nails to uphold the belief that coily hair is in some way inferior or harder to have than straight hair, and you claim the reason you hate your hair is because you were taught to hate it, and then you see someone with the hair type that you've always wanted wearing the same hair type you moan and complain about all the time. In your mind, it will be like, oh, they're doing this to offend me. Yeah, now they're just rubbing it in my face. That's why it's sinister and dark and suspicious to these people. These people are just scared of natural hair being widely accepted as in mainstream, conventionally recognized as a beauty standard for black women. Do you remember my video of how Zendaya was dragged for wearing an afro wig? For those people who saw that video, these women went ham because Zendaya wore an afro wig. Mind you, Zendaya is biracial. She's both black and white. She's mixed. And they dragged her for wearing an afro wig because, oh, she's so weird for doing this. Isn't this weird? Isn't this so disturbing and suspicious? Same remarks. Like, can you guys let these women wear their 4C wigs? Can you let them like it in peace? I mean, somebody has to. Somebody has to wear 4C hair. You guys don't want to wear it. You don't want other people to wear it. You don't want other people to like it. Can you let these people live? You know, somebody has to like it. Somebody has to wear it. You don't want it and you don't want someone else to want it. Are you a toxic ex? It's giving that. Are you a witch? It's giving I want your texture so bad and you're busy wearing mine. I'm insulted. Because the thing is, if more influential people begin to show coily hair in a positive light, or begin to show it more love and just put it out there on a pedestal, then the bundle brigade will have to come to terms with why they still hold so much negativity for kinky hair. They will have to finally cross the bridge that they've been avoiding, and it's a very risky bridge. Because I'm talking women that tell you outrightly that your natural hair is unclassy. How would they begin to cope if they don't have the excuse to fall back on that says, but white people hate our hair and that's why I hate my hair? If more people with influence who are not black begin to show natural hair love, they'll fall apart. And that's just the truth of the matter. There should be no reason why a non-black person cannot see this hair as a beauty standard and choose to wear it as an accessory, the same way you stay wearing wigs like this. So no, personally, it doesn't bother me. I don't care, because I've seen the way you guys talk about your own hair to believe that this is coming from, oh, I'm just trying to gatekeep it because I find black hair sacred. Oh, I'm just trying to gatekeep it because they will abuse it. You abuse Afro hair on a daily. You do it for free. You do it every day at every chance you get. You tell the black girl who wears a natural hair to prom that she looks unclassy, raggedy, and broke. You tell your friends who don't wear wigs that they look broke and they need to upgrade themselves with a good lace wig. So yeah, I've seen the way you speak about it, and I don't believe that anything can be more sinister, dark, and disturbing than that. Nobody advertises straight hair more than black women. It's everywhere. In movies, music, literature, down your streets, in the mirror when you look at yourself in the morning. It's the standard. If the tides turn and people decide that they want to wear their hair kinky, it shouldn't be a problem either. Oh, black hair is unaccepted. Has it ever occurred to you that if more people were allowed to wear it, it would have no choice but to be accepted? Oh, they can't wear our hair, it's sacred. Your hair is not sacred if you only feel pretty when it's covered by another texture, so cut it out. Okay, nobody is mocking you because they said your hair looks good. I actually think that the people who don't have your best interests at heart are those ones that will say let's wear when it's giving scalp infection the whole time. Those are the real villains, okay? Those are who you should find suspicious, weird, and sinister, and any other dramatic adjective you want to adopt. I'm sorry, I've seen some things with these lace wigs, okay? The bad ones, some are good. I'll give you that. Some are good, but when you see the horrible ones, it's burned into your brain. Under this post, somebody was also bold enough to even compare this hair type with pubic hair, saying, why is her pea hair coming out of her head? Another person said it's mixed with the skim's bush tongue, and it got a bunch of likes. So you see what happens when you talk about your own hair with repulsion. You invite other people to do the same. Let's not normalize hair like this so that when people eventually get to see what black women's hair look like, they think it's what was that? Pubic hair. Yeah. Let's always throw a fit anytime somebody puts natural nappy hair on a magazine cover or on a glamorous photo shoot or in a music video. Let's throw a fit but she's not black. Yeah, say that while you wear your 40 inches middle parts bust down, okay? Glorify those instead. Make that the standard and the norm. And then when somebody else finds your hair pretty enough to wear it, regard it with suspicion and throw fit about it. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I'd like to know your thoughts on if it's a crime deserving of capital punishment for a non-black person to wear afro hair or even braids. Do you think it's disrespectful, weird, and suspicious if people wanted to get afros simply because they found it beautiful? You know, there's something called an afro perm now where they use chemicals to turn straight hair into afros, and I've talked about how the Asians were doing that at one point in another video. Now, I'm not an advocate of relaxers or using these harsh chemicals to alter your hair texture, so I don't support this per se, but I think it's fascinating and so are people's responses to it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you for watching. Do let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!